What's up, everybody? Welcome to the nest up in this motherfucker. Look, we're going to talk today about some common misconceptions and myths on some orals. I'll try not to get too scientific about it. Try to leave out the medical jargon. But if you really want to know the breakdown, the chemistry behind it, you can go check out 44's page. He's got every compound already down. With all the scientific bullshit to go with it. So I try to keep it real simple, especially for the new guys. So first of all, let me just say this. Pretty much all your orals are going to be what's called C-alpha alkaline. What the fuck does that mean? Well, C stands for carbon. They took the carbon atom and they moved it to the 17th position. And why the fuck did they do that? Well, they did that for what's called bioavailability. What the fuck does that mean? Well, that means the rate it's absorbed into your body, how quickly it gets in there and out. Well, why the fuck did they do that? Well, if you take an oral and you put it into your natural form and you put it in your body and it only made one pass, then it would go in and out so quickly. Your liver would see it as a toxin, it would attack it, it would eat it, it would destroy it, and it'll happen so fast that you won't get any gain benefit out of it. No muscle strength, no gains, nothing, none of that shit. So what they did was they had to move that carbon atom, change the position. If you go to a scientific journal or a medical page or whatever, you'll see a lot of times they refer to it as a C17 alkaline ester. So what they've basically done is they've attached an ester to it and slow it down. So they slowed it down enough so where it'll go 3 passes through your liver. The reason for that is so it'll give the drug enough time to get in your system and you be able to get the mass and strength benefits out of it. So that's why. I want you to keep in mind that, you know, all C-alkaline are hepatotoxic. That means it's toxic to your liver. Does that mean it's not toxic to anything else? No, not really. It's still probably toxic to your vital organs, especially your heart and kidneys, but its main toxicity level is hitting the liver, and the main reason for that is just making 3 passes through your liver. Your liver's trying to fight it off and it can't, because they've changed that carbon to the 17th position. So if you want to know all that scientific bullshit, 44's got it on his page. Go check it out. He'll break it down for you. But just know this, that it was altered to slow down in your body so your body can use it and get the benefits from it, okay? All right, well, the first misconception, myth that I see with most all new guys is that, let's just say I got a 50 milligram pill of Anadrol. And if I break that pill in half and I take the 25 milligrams and I pop that, they believe that it's less toxic. So they think that because they broke that pill in half that it's less toxic. And you, sir, are wrong. That is not how it works. You cannot change the toxicity of that drug just because you broke it in half. So I'm gonna make you this analogy, and I'm hoping this will elaborate better and make you understand better what you're looking at. All right, so check this out. So let's just say I got a fifth of vodka right here, and this fifth of vodka is 80 proof. And I take a shot glass, I pour it into the shot glass, and I got a shot full of vodka. What proof is this shot glass? It's fucking 80 proof. I took the fifth, I poured it in here, I got a shot full. The fifth is 80 proof, the shot glass is 80 proof. Just because I changed the amount of liquid, I did not change the toxicity. All right, so I take that shot glass, I take another shot glass, I pour half of it in there, I got a half. What is the toxicity of both of them? It's still gonna be 80 proof, 80 proof. The fifth is still 80 proof. Changing the amount did not change the toxicity. You cannot alter the toxicity of a chemical inside of a compound just because you reduce it. So that's a common myth and misconception, and I can understand why they think that way, but here's where they're missing the mark. what you're doing is you're changing the tolerance, your body's tolerance to that toxicity. So in other words, this shot glass, my body would tolerate this shot glass a whole hell of a lot better than it's going to tolerate this fifth. Okay? So when you break that pill in half and you take 25 milligrams, then all you did was make your body more able to tolerate that toxicity by changing the amount. But you're not going to change the physical properties of that compound. You're not going to alter the chemistry. The toxicity is always going to be there. So hopefully that will stick with some of you new guys a little bit better, and now you'll understand there's a difference between the toxicity of a chemical compound versus the tolerance your body can tolerate that. Another thing, a lot of people think that all you need when you run an oral is that all you need is liver support, and you, sir, are incorrect. Liver supports are needed. You do need the fucking liver support. So there's a bunch of different brands out there. I'm not going to push any particular type, but you know, just to name some of the ones out there. I mean, you got the CEL Cycle Assist. You have Rich Piano's Organ Defender. You have Live 52. All of these are different types of supports you can buy at GNC or online, anywhere you want to go. You do need a liver support. But a lot of people forget that you need to add TUCA in there. So what the fuck is TUCA? I mean, what the fuck is it going to do? Well, TUCA is the only damn medicine that's designed that it's going to cleanse your liver, A, and B, it actually treats your liver. So if there's any damage, it's treating it there. The medical use for TUCA is most of the time when patients go in and they're overdosing on pain pills or whatever it is they took, they're overdosing, they've damaged their liver. For acute liver damage, they usually treat it with TUCA. They also treat chronic diseases, a lot of damage done to your liver from alcoholism, things like that, and they'll treat it with TUCA. TUCA is the treatment. It is the cleanser. It's going to cleanse you out. It's going to cleanse your liver. The support is just that. It's just fucking support. That's all it is. It not only does it support your liver, but it's also, if you look at the ingredients on the back, you got stuff in there fighting for your liver. You got stuff in there helping your blood pressure, stuff in there helping your prostate, because all these different things in your body is going to be elevated when you're on oral. So you do need the support. And here's another thing. It's very important for you to know what you're fucking taking, how much of it you're taking, how toxic it's going to be, and also what your body weight is. And let me give you an example of what the fuck I'm talking about. Alright, if I'm going to take 150 milligrams of anadrol, which is extremely toxic and nasty, and I weigh 240 damn pounds, then that little bottle of liver support, while it's good, it's not going to have enough support in it for what I need, because that anadrol is going to make my blood pressure shoot skyrocket fucking high, nosebleeds, headaches, all that shit. So what I'm going to have to do is I would have to go and buy some more ingredients, the same ingredients that'll be in that bottle, but I'll have to go and buy some more, so I'll have to add more support to combat what I'm taking. Now, if I was 175 pounds and I was 5% body fat and I was going to take fucking 25 or 30 milligrams of D-ball, something that's not as toxic, then that liver support should be plenty, should be enough. So just keep in mind that it's not a one thing fix all. You just can't buy a bottle and expect it to be all you need. That's why it's very important to know what's in it and how much is in it. And you have to make that based on your weight, your body fat, how much you're going to take. And another important thing is when you run bloods and lab work and stuff, as you gain experience, you'll see how your levels fluctuate. You'll see your AST and your ALT, which is your liver values, if they're going up too high, if they're going down. And you can adjust that way. I mean, it's basically going to be built off experience in the long run, but it'll give you a starting point. Let me give you some toxicity ranks. Just about all orals, for the most part, they do have a medical usage for them. And their toxicity levels are different. Even though they're all alpha alkaline, there's other ingredients added in there, and it affects the way that they're toxic or non-toxic to your body as a whole. So what are the worst? The most harsh orals are going to be Anadrol, Halo, Methyltren, Winstrol. Them are your most harsh right there. Your more moderate one is going to be, say, D-ball, T-ball. They're still harsh, but they're not as bad. Anavar, very mild. Proviron, non-toxic. So Proviron is the only one that's non-toxic that I know of. And there's other, there's lots more different orals out there. Some of them are not as heard of as what others are. That's just the ones the mainstream uses, but there's other ones out there. Superdrol is very harsh. It's up there at the top. So make sure you know which one you're taking, how harsh they're going to be, and that you're taking the proper protection and support to, negate all the damn side effects. Because you don't want to get fucked up off these motherfuckers. Which leads me to my next point, which is tumors. My belief is this. I don't believe that steroids can kill you directly, especially your oils, your injectables. But I do believe that they can indirectly kill you, depending on what your overall health is. If you have any underlying health diseases, anything like that, it's going to amplify it greatly. But one thing that an oral will do, that a lot of people just don't know, is that orals will put tumors. It'll put tumors all over your liver. These tumors are benign. They're not malignant. They're not going to spread. And when you stop the orals, you'll naturally heal them up. They'll go away. But here's what the problem is with them fucking tumors. They're filled with bile and pus. As long as they don't bust, you're good to go. If that son of a bitch busts and it breaks out, that bile, that pus, it gets in your bloodstream, it'll put you on your deathbed, bam, just like that. You're going to be on the verge of death. I researched out a lot of medical cases on that, and for the most part, everybody I read about did survive, but them motherfuckers were on their deathbed. The doctors had called in the family, said it was nothing else we can fucking do. It's a wrap. They didn't call the priest in, done the last rites and all that kind of shit. It's some serious business. And the thing about it is this. Those tumors have no symptoms, no signs. You will feel great. You won't know it's there. It might be one there. It might be 50. It might be 100. You might be caked with them motherfuckers. And it don't show any signs, no symptoms. So you don't even know if you got them or not. And look, I know some dumbass motherfuckers right now that'll take D-ball and run it for 6 months straight with no support, no tuka, no shit. And just by looking at them, they look fine. But I guarantee they got them fucking tumors on the damn liver, man. And if one ruptures, it could be a wrap for you. So I want you to be very fucking careful. My best advice to you, if I could ever give any, would be to not use orals ever. Or if you're going to do orals, that you use them as cautiously as possible. Because orals, if you trace back every problem that a steroids ever caused with somebody's health, it'll almost always come back to an oral. They can be safely and effectively used, but they are hepatotoxic. And you keep using them year after year after year on every cycle, eventually it's going to cause something, some kind of damage. So if you're going to use them, try to use them at the recommended doses. If you do go over, just make sure that you're using the proper amount of protection. Make sure you're using the right amount of tuka or the right amount of liver support. So I hope this video will enlighten you a little bit. I got several videos coming out first of the year. Appreciate all you guys coming in and subscribing, leaving comments. Remember now, this channel is your channel. It's not my fucking channel. It's your fucking channel. So if there's shit you want to hear about, things you want to talk about, then fucking put it in the comments. That's what it's for. I'm trying to make this as interactive as I can make it, because I can get up here and talk about stupid shit all fucking day with my damn country ass accent and just bore the fuck out of y'all motherfuckers, man. So I'm trying to make it something that new guys can learn from, and for the guys that's got experience, if they got some tough, complex questions they want to hear a different opinion about, or maybe get some insight out, then, put it in the comments. Let's fucking do it, man. Fuck.